This is a new day to try to get right. This is a new day to get on track. Yeah, that's life in football. This is a new day to live your life. This is a new day to try to get right. This is a new day to get on track. Yeah, that's life in football. It's life in football. We are life in football.
You are now listening to the Life in Football podcast. Check out the new website, lifeinfootball.com. Once again, the website is lifeinfootball.com. Thanks for listening.
Welcome to the Life in Football podcast, baby. I'm your host, Mike Feed.
And this your coach, Colin Moore. You know we love life and enjoying football.
We got a top-notch player, y'all, go by the name of David Moore. He has a strong possibility of getting drafted early. Now, I'm thinking if I'm an offensive coordinator, any type of NFL scout, I'm going to make sure I draft him, period. And we will be thankful if he get drafted, period. And I know his whole family going to celebrate, and especially the people down there in the booth out there in Grambling. Now, for y'all who may not know the history of Grambling, it's a prestigious university that them Tigers been rolling in the HBCU for years as a top contender. And I'm telling y'all, Coach Robinson, Eddie Robinson, is one of the most legendary coaches in football history, not just HBCU, but football history. Grambling been putting players in the pros. And they had Doug Wheaton, who was the first African-American quarterback who won the Super Bowl. He graduated from Grambling, and he played at Grambling. This is so amazing to have this young man on because he's going to play in the Senior Bowl. He has a lot of experience at a top-notch university in Grambling. And for y'all who don't know, now you know, because Grambling Tigers ain't nothing to be played with. Because guess what? I had to play against him when I played at Alabama State. Not him, but Grambling. And he bought that funk every time, band jamming and all. But without further ado, I'm going to let C-Mo bring him on.
How you doing, David?
I'm doing good.
Hey, man, it's a blessing to have you on, man.
I appreciate y'all having me.
So I want to know, man, how did you feel getting that Senior Bowl accepted? Well, getting invited to it. Like, going to the Senior Bowl, you already know that you one of the best of the best. And that means Jim Nagy knew it, the scouts know it, so they want and he wants to see you there, and the NFL teams want to see you there. So how does that actually feel?
Man, that's surreal. Like this feeling, I mean, I can't really explain it, to be honest. Like when everything first happened, with the Zoom meeting with Doug Williams, the great Doug Williams, he was saying that I was gonna be, invited to the game at the time. I thought he was just talking a little bit. Then I seen the hat and the invitation come out. I mean, my mind just went blank. Like everything just went blank after that. So, to be honest, I'm just grateful to be in this position, and I'm honored, just to, be up there with, like players from, the bigger schools, SEC, ACC. I'm just ready to put the work in and showcase that I belong.
Now, when did you know? Because I know you had to know. I know all the boys around the school and everybody that you done played against, man, probably saying, boy, that Mo boy, he for real out there. So when did you know in your mind, like, man, I think I can hit this league on him?
Probably my junior year, like this last year. Not this, season, because we didn't have a season, but the year that I played, just, I instilled in my mind that, I just want to be able to provide for my family. So I put it in my mind, like I knew everybody always told me I had the talent, and the freakish athleticism, to go to the next level. I just had to put it all together. So I had to, sit down and have a conversation with myself and just tell myself that you can do it and just have that motivation to, grind. Because a lot of people don't understand this. It takes a lot of work and dedication just to get to this level. Like they don't know the times where you just, it's the mental aspect part. But, that junior year, I just grind the whole summer, and my hard work just paid off during the season. And I'm just blessed to be in this situation right now.
David, here's my favorite part of the interview. I'm about to ask you a question, and I always love the response because the question I want to know and I have concern about is, okay, how it was for you growing up, and how did you end up choosing Grambling to play?
Growing up, I'm from Little Rock, the inner city of Little Rock. So a lot of people really don't make it out of Little Rock from where I'm from, you know. But for me, football wise, I didn't start playing football. Well, I played a little bit in Pee Wee, but I didn't really start getting back serious into football until my junior year in high school. That's when I finally went back on the field, and and went from there. But what was the second part of the question again? Okay, how I grew up. Okay, what you mean, like just my environment, like my family and things of that nature, or?
Right. It's kind of almost like a three-part question.
Yeah.
You started off good with where you're from in Little Rock, Arkansas, and I want to know about your family and also how you ended up choosing Grambling.
Okay. But yeah, I grew up with my parents. They did the best they could to make sure me and my sisters had clothes on our back, and things that we wanted, growing up. So I can't complain about my childhood. My parents, just from them, they instilled hard work in me. Just seeing them go, get up at 5 a.m., and go work. My mom, she worked, in a factory almost her whole life. So, I just want to be able to, get her away from that type of, them type of situations, just have her be able to sit back and just, chill, let me handle the rest now. And things of that nature. And Grambling, Coach Dooley, the Prairie View head coach, he did a home visit with me. And from that point on, after that visit, he had me sold. Like, I was ready to go to Grambling. I didn't really know much about the HBCU until he came and, told me more about it. Even though we got Pine Bluff up the road, I never really, thought about the HBCU life and everything of that nature. But he came, he told me a little bit more about the history, and I was intrigued. So I went and I committed with Grambling State. And I can't lie, it's been the best 4 years of my life.
Yes, sir. That's what I'm talking about. See, that's one thing about that HBCU. And it's amazing because we always going to hit you with that history, knowledge, and we're going to give you another perspective of looking at for us playing ball and going on to another level of thinking for us, just life, and also a different type of environment when you playing out there on the field. Because the band getting involved, the fans getting involved, and then the alumni base so strong at the games and leading up to it, it kind of surprises you in a way if you're not familiar with it. Now, Mo, I gotta ask you, big dog. I'm calling you Mo because I got a few homeboys, even my partner here on with me, see Mo. My partner I started the business with, his last name Mo. So that's why I throw that Mo at you like that. So you got to tell me, man, you came in as a true freshman, but you came in with a big time squad. Balling. Them boys fresh off a Black College National Championship. They almost beat Arizona that year before. You just brought up the name Coach Dooley came to your house. For y'all who don't know, that's a big time coach. And Coach Favre at Grambling, a big time HBCU coach. Man, then you had Devontae Kincaid as the quarterback. Number 4, Carter, running back. That boy, I used to love to watch that boy that run that ball. Number 4, Carter. And then you had big time receiver. Then I think the one dude from Tallahassee, he had started as a freshman on the offensive line. Yeah. I think he was still there too. Will, I think that's his name, right?
Yeah, that's my brother.
Okay, so give me your look on that, like how it was, when you first got there
Uh,
and them boys went to bowling and you like, oh man, this
man,
thing here serious. Give me your give me
man,
give me your point of view on that.
to be honest, I ain't gonna lie to you. Coming out that first year, I wasn't eligible, so I was supposed to come right in and compete for the starting spot as a freshman. But you know, my transcript and everything, a lot of things happened. You know, it. I ain't gonna lie, I did kind of get a little. I ain't gonna say depressed, but just not being out there and seeing them ball. Make it to the championship. I feel some type of way. From I was down on myself because just seeing them, you know, put together that type of run, historic run, and not being able to be a part of it. You know, that kind of had a toll on me. Because I was away from home. I couldn't practice with them. I couldn't work out with them. I couldn't do just to be around them like that. But after the footballs and things, activities, we'll chill and stuff. But just not being able to grind with them, working out with them, blood, sweat, and tears on the field with them, it was tough. But I was happy for them, nonetheless. I was, after the game, turn up together, everything. But I'm happy to be a part of it, just to see, the type of vibe that was going on around the whole school. Like everybody, the whole school was turned, like the whole year. It was a great year for everybody. So, you know, my hats off to them boys. They balled out.
Now, David, how do you like training right now in Houston? Because I read that's where you at, and you got a big time lineman coach down there training you. So how does that feel?
Man, it's I'm just honored to be in his presence, and I'm just being my situation, I'm just grateful at the end. That's really that's the best way I can put it. But I'm just gonna be a sponge and soak up as much knowledge as I can from him, and learn the ins and outs of the game, from one of the greats, maybe the greatest ever. So I'm gonna I just train and just learn as much as I can from him possible.
Now, has Doug Williams been in contact with you since then? As in, like, hey man, boy, we rooting for you.
Uh, no, sir. But how I go though. He, busy Redskins, in the season right now. But I know where he stand though. I know he rooting for me at the end of the day. Once you ground found, you always connected. So I know you always rooting for me.
Yes, sir. Now, see, you threw out a little something right there. A lot of people may not know that Graham fam, that's real big down there for Grambling. And then what I noticed, man, when when we went to play y'all back in the day when I was at Alabama State, y'all had a lot of support. And then to see and actually be in the historic, because I never knew the city actually named Grambling until I went there to play. And to see that and all the hoopla, like how it was for your family, man, like when they got to come, to see you play. Because I just heard you say, you weren't with them, but that was 2016, right?
Yes, sir.
No, but you did play with them 2017 though. See
Yeah.
that what the people see Mo, you got to let the people know you weren't with them when they won the chip, but y'all went right back to the chip.
We
That
were right
the
there.
very next, y'all almost had an identical season. The next year,
Yeah.
you was a part of two SWAC championship teams. Now the
Yeah.
one you actually got to play in that 2017 season, how it was for you and your family, man, when they looking down there seeing you and actually like, man,
No,
y'all boys good.
just
Go ahead.
yeah. Hey, I was just happy. Like I got a big family, and they support everything that I do. So I'm always just grateful to have them in my corner. So they always been there supporting me. When we have games back at Pine Bluff, a whole away stand probably packed. With a number of family members. Just having that support cast. It just motivates you even more to grind and just go hard. So they forever got my back, and I'm just grateful to have them in my corner. So they was always happy for me, always.
Now, Dave, I'm gonna give you an opportunity right now in closing to let the people know as far as any NFL personnel what they're gonna get in you as a player and why they should draft you.
Shoot. I mean, I ain't gonna just say my take, but I mean, once they see, the Senior Bowl and how I play, I think they'll be the indication of, oh yeah, we gotta go get this guy. I mean, at the end of the day, they're gonna get somebody that's gonna go out, be a hard worker, determined, never try to lose a matchup, never try to lose at a play at all, no matter who line up in front of me. I always feel like the outcome is gonna be my way, at the end of the day. Somebody that's can be a leader, determined to win at all costs, at the end of the day, you gotta get that dub. But I'm just ready to get in and just go hard at the end of the day for my teammates, my coaches, my brothers, because at the end of the day, you once you get with that team, you gotta gel with your teammates and you gotta become brothers and it gotta be a family. At the end of the day, that's the key to winning, being a family, because you're gonna go out there and you're gonna die for your brother, at the end of the day. So that's the kind of teammate that I am. I'm gonna go out and I'm gonna go to war behind my brothers. So a team needs somebody like that. I'm that guy.
Y'all heard it right here, man. That is David Moore. Now I didn't tell y'all he played offensive left guard at Grambling. He wore number 60. If y'all get a chance, pull that film up. He got quick feet. He's very strong. If you look at some of his photos that I done seen, the boy ripped up too now. I'm talking about it look like he gonna put that 225 at least 30, at least 25 to 30 automatic. I'm
About
just say that.
30
Ooh, okay. I could have figured that call. The man ripped up. When I'm watching the film, see me as a linebacker, I always look at this. How the feet looking when he coming off that ball at me, because I want to know if he gonna shoot off at me like a missile or he gonna take them little wobbly steps coming out. No, this man he'll shoot out at you like a missile, like a trike star. So I already know if huh?
I'm trying to get them safeties.
God, dog, that boy say he's trying to hit the safety. So y'all already know what time it is, man. If you're an NFL scout, anybody within football or any kind of organization, y'all make sure y'all check this young man out. If you're just a fan of the football world or Grambling HBCU, make sure y'all out here rooting for him for the draft time, because I'm telling you, David Moore with a 100 and whatever pick, he gonna be drafted. I'm trying to tell y'all right now, the man should be drafted. I'm gonna get him if I was an NFL team. I'm gonna definitely draft him. I gotta give a shout out to Little Rock, Arkansas, because y'all got somebody special who coming out of there. And I gotta give a special shout out to your dad, David Moore Sr., and your mama, Latanja Austin. I said her name right?
Yes, sir.
I got to give a shout out to them, man, because they done did a great job, raised a great young man. And I'm telling you right now, David Moore, life in football going to be riding with you for life, big dog. Matter of fact, one day we might team up and just hit up a game and we be out there waiting on you when you run down to the end zone with the running back. I know you might can run with it.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, so I'm going to go ahead and leave y'all like I always leave y'all. Keep your head up and not down, or else you'll fall to the ground. This is the Life in Football podcast. Catch you next time.
This is a new day to live your life. This is a new day to try to get right. This is a new day to get on track. Yeah, that's life in football. This is a new day to live your life. This is a new day to try to get right. This is a new day to get on track. Yeah, that's life in football. It's life in football.